In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I did in order to add 100,000 followers in 5 weeks and how I constantly help people like Jake add 100,000 followers in a month. Alex went from 300 followers to 34,000 followers in 10 days and then hit 100,000 followers in 7 weeks. People like Rebecca at 10,000 followers with one post, 2 to 24K. And he's even hit 100,000 followers now. So this is just some of my credentials, if you will. So take it or leave it, but I'm just going to show you like the daily ins and outs that I'm doing in order to create my post for today. So if we look at my page right now, currently at 166,000 followers, I have a bunch of videos, but my idea for today is kind of one big one. So most people won't know, but there is a video, sorry, not a video, a feature of the Instagram edits. I did a little screenshot, so it should pull up right here. Not this one. I'll show you right here. This is screenshot. You can see how within the Instagram edits app now, you can click add version. And that is a new kind of secret feature that not a lot of people know. But what that allows you to do is to make iterations to your content. So I'm going to show you. If you clicked, this is exactly how it works. You click new under your project. If you click the drop down menu, click add version, you'll see this run, which is like original one, version 2, which means that Instagram does want you to make iterations to your content so you can post on trial reels and get more reach and get more, help people stay on the platform, watch more of your content. So this gave me an idea because a couple weeks ago, actually more than a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, I did this video right here. How to 6.6x times X, whatever, your reach today. I'll play it for you really quickly, but you can see right here the stats. It had 1,000 comments. Half of that is my ManyChat reply. So 500 of them were qualified leads, 24,000 views. So right in that sweet spot. If you don't know, I create educational content, right? So I'm not trying to go viral. I'm just trying to get on target views so people will turn into customers. I don't care if it gets hundreds of millions of views because that would be outside of the people that I can actually help. I only help educational creators who are looking to, have more than 10,000 followers who are looking to grow and scale their personal brand. So right here, 434 likes, but let me play it for you real quick so you get the idea.
Most creators don't grow, but it's only because they don't know how to iterate. This is the process I used to go from 36,000 views on my first attempt to 237,000 views by my third. I've not seen a single person teach this, but if I knew this earlier, I'd be light years ahead. I call it recasting, and there are 5 steps. So step 1 is counterintuitive, but you need to ignore the view count. Instead, you want to look at the retention graph because that shows you the real problems underneath the hood. But the graph alone is useless if you don't know how to read it. So step 2 is to map using a T-list. There are 7 variables you need to take inventory of that isn't just hook or idea. But without step 3, all you've identified are just problems. So step 3 is knowing which single variable to isolate. Now you can recreate and test, which is step 4. But the final step to actually yield the best result is what I call trap. This is how I improved my reach 6.6 times by my third recast. If you want the detailed steps so you can recast your own content, comment the word deets for the Content Lab details.
Okay, so that is the entire post. So the idea that I have is like now that Instagram has this new feature which allows you to edit versions, that makes recasting, exactly what I talked about in this video, much easier because you can make duplicate and you can isolate and you can look at the very different variables and tweak it, right? So in order to recast my own video, just like what I was doing there, I wanted to, let me show you right here as well. So like I said, this did 1,000 leads, and of that, there were, I think this video did either 3 or 4 clients that signed on board. So these are $10,000 clients that signed on without a single sales call. So this is very, very perfect for me. It might seem low for some of the people, but 24K, this type of leads is perfect for me. So what I would do now is I recorded a new video, just the hook, right? So let me play you the hook real quick, and then I'll show you how I edited it and stitched it together to really make a new video for today, my post today. This is what I recorded a couple hours ago. It's like a 6-second clip, right?
Instagram edits just secretly released version control so you can easily double your views.
That's it. That is my recast. That is my hook. So how do I piece the entire thing together? Let me open CapCut to show you. This is the video. So before I show you the final video, I deleted the hook, the original hook. If I go back to this part was most creators
don't grow, but it's only because they don't know how to iterate.
Okay, so I deleted that part. No longer says this, right?
This is the process I used to go from 36,000 views on my first attempt to 237,000 views by my third.
Okay, that was a line that I kept in mind. So I knew that as long as I said Instagram edits just secretly release this version control, so you can double your views, you can easily double your views, right? And then I know that would tie into perfectly my next line, which is this is the exact process I used to go from 36,000 views to 237,000 views by my third. I know that would tie in seamlessly. So I would keep playing this video in order to figure out like what else would I want to trim. So now that this is actually like a public video, what I would do, I don't even know if you can see the retention graph here, but on my phone, I can.
Most creators don't grow, but it's only because they don't know how to iterate. This is the process I used to go from 36,000 views on my first
Okay, it doesn't show, but let me just tell you what happened.
To 237,000 views by my third.
This next line I feel like was a bit much and I could trim it because my hook was a little longer. Just so pay attention to this line.
I've not seen a single person teach this, but if I knew this earlier, I'd be light years ahead.
Okay, so that line obviously creates more curiosity and gives more context, but it's not necessary and doesn't move the story forward as much as I want it could be, right? I could save time and I could increase the speed to value. So what I did was I deleted that line and also the very last line of this actual clip. It's actually probably easier if I just play it to you here. If I just add this clip to the track. The original line at the very end, did I have it? Oh, okay, I deleted here as well. Basically, at the very end, I said, comment the word deets and I'll send you the details. That line, if you look on my iPhone retention graph, there was a big dip right there. That means people were dropping off because they didn't want to have the call to action, right? So what I found is it's actually much more efficient in order to keep the call to action onto the actual caption of my post. I don't actually have to say it. So the fact that I can keep it on the caption, that saves time, but also increases, through play because less people drop off. So more views, more reach, more people will see it. So the two little tweaks that I did besides removing the hook was to trim out that one line, which is like, I've not seen anyone teach this. But if I knew this earlier, I would be light years ahead. And then also trimmed out the very, very end. And then what I did here, you can see I've now added it so it looks like this.
Instagram edits just secretly released version control so you can easily double your views. This is the process I used to go from 36,000 views on my first attempt to 237,000 views by my third. I call it recasting and there are 5 steps. So
that's basically it. So you can see that I trimmed it right here where there was a cut. I didn't like that. Like I removed that one line. So there's like a little bit less context, more speed to value. And then towards the very end, I trimmed that wasn't already in this video already. I trimmed it earlier before I sent it over. So
this is how I improved my reach 6.6 times by my third recast.
That's it. So that's like a post done. This is what I would do in order to recast it. So what's going to happen today is tonight I'm going to post this. I'm going to have a call to action. And chances are I'm looking for it to be around like similar views, if not more, because this new Instagram feature, the old hook was more like, most creators don't grow because they just don't know how to iterate. It's good, but it's kind of like timeless. This one with the new feature, it creates more urgency because it's a brand new feature. It's something that you don't know, right? It's like I'm positioning the hook, which is like it's a secret new feature that just happened. Not a lot of people know that. So chances are it'll stop more people scroll. And I already know the meat of the video works well, which is why I'm keeping it. And I know that as long as I add the call to action within the caption, people will comment and still convert that way. So I'm going to post this tonight, keep you guys posted. Tomorrow, I'm going to show you the amount of views that it got. And then also what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing the series on a day-to-day basis, showing you, the goals and what I'm trying to do every single post. So you guys can watch and learn and know exactly what I'm doing and do the same for you. If there's any questions, I'm going to start addressing this within the answering daily questions as well. So just leave them down, below and then I'll address some of those in the next videos and the upcoming ones. See you guys on the next one.